or if you have questions about it, please call us. And then we can sort it out. We can order more testing and see her in clinic in person. We always keep a healthy sort of perspective and saying, well, she had cardiac surgery. So we will keep a healthy perspective for her in terms of following up every 2 years. If there's any symptoms that show up in the meantime, you guys call us, and we'll see her.
Okay.
She should have no restrictions, so she can self-pace. Let her do. Don't think that she's overexerting, because if she is, it's actually a good thing. She will overexert herself and stop a little bit and catch her breath and go on and do more exercise, which more exercise is always good. At this age, she won't push herself too much. She will just do what she can do. I'm happy to hear that she's super active. Let her be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if she didn't see, because pediatricians don't see a lot of post-operative cardiac kids, like cardiology does. But I think, if she is concerned and she suggested that we see Eva, I think we could arrange for a visit.
Okay.
So see if I can schedule a visit with. The problem is I will have to schedule with the nurse practitioner. She has more availability, and also the issue is this. So the way we see the sternal, we call the sternal protrusion or pectus carinatum is post-operatively. Some kids do have that, and they develop that. With time, it goes down, like you said. The issue is the way, like the echo shows that the heart is perfect, almost like it's really like there's no compression.
Yeah.
The issue with that is maybe what happens is kids have their bones pretty flexible in the beginning, especially when, after surgery, things are kind of settling. The ossification or the buildup of new bone is happening. Just imagine the heart inside the chest of a baby who had cardiac surgery. The heart's moving there, the lungs are moving, and the bone is kind of adapting to this new reality with the heart that needs space. The heart, if you think about what can be done, surgery can be done to make the bone go down. But is it going to, if we push the bone down, let's say break the bone, so the bone has to be broken again if we're going that route. I'm not even saying that we are. I don't, in my view, if it's not causing any problems to the organs, it's just a size issue, just like I don't like to look at it because it looks weird, or is it really impacting on her well-being in terms of her organs?
Right.
The heart looks really good, right?
Yeah.
So if I think about what can be done, so if I say to the surgeon, parents want it done, like they want to look at the chest and make it like normal. So the surgeon may say, no, I'm not touching this. Or the surgeon may say, okay, let's go ahead and do it. They'll have to repeat like breaking the bone again and shave it and put it down. If that is at all even possible, right? They may be possible, but it may be that it will compress the heart a bit, and then the heart will have to squish itself to accommodate for the bone that's now taking that space. I'm pretty conservative when I look at these because what is working? The heart is working fine. The lungs are expanding. She's active. She's so happy. If we go there and try to break that bone again under anesthesia, she's going to have a second post-op, which is going to be brutal because they're going to have to break and make it attach again in a way that's pleasant to our eyes.
Yeah.
And really, what is it doing to her? Her new heart that she has is a beautiful heart.
Yeah, and we both said, too, if it's just a cosmetic thing, if it's not something, that has to be done, I would rather not do it. If later on in life she decides that she wants that, then she can make that decision for herself. If there's nothing actually wrong with the bone, or she's not bothered by it. She's not in pain. She doesn't play with it. It's nothing that affects her. We don't notice it a lot of the time anyways. We kind of forget about it. But just seeing her reaction when she saw it made me a little bit concerned that something, oh no, like maybe something is not right. But I said every time we go for appointments and she gets her ECG or something, everybody says that it's fine. Ben and I both said there's no reason to touch it if there's nothing wrong. And then that's why we wanted your opinion to see what you would think about it.
Yeah, so that's my perspective. I think, the pediatricians, they see a lot of normal kids. And we in cardiology, we see all of the post-op kids. And there's a lot of kids who have the chest like that. And we, most parents prefer to keep it that way. The ones who insist, we talk to the surgeons, but usually what we get back from the surgeon is, you know what, it's working. It's functioning. She's not in pain. Let's leave it alone. She's happy. The other issue that I have with doing a cosmetic procedure just to make it look good is it may turn out that we do, like, let's say if there's a complication during that surgery and the chest actually gets worse, or there's a complication with infection, and then there's this big, huge scar, or more procedures, drains and things, and time in hospital, or even a stroke or something, like I am, although I am a cardiologist, and what I see is a lot of surgical repairs, because kids are born with these problems, and all of them have surgery and intervention, catheterizations, pacemakers, defibrillators, things like, you imagine the amount of procedures done on kids. They are my patients. I've seen it all. And, when we can avoid having a procedure in a kid, I would go for that route, especially if the kid is doing so well and the heart looks so beautiful. On the echo, we never say excellent repair, because the surgeons struggle sometimes. Yeah. There's kids with the same problem that Eva has that had 3-4 surgeries at the age of 3. If you want, we can arrange for a visit. We are very tight for visits in person, and also still COVID is going on, so we're trying to avoid kids from coming to the hospital. Yeah. I'll try to arrange for you to come in. We can look at it and talk and reassess. Okay. That will be this year. It will be sometime in October, November. Service will call you with an appointment for October and November for you to bring Eva in to see me, and then we'll chat then.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your time today.
No problem.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
I can't even tell you how much of a relief that phone call just was. I was able to add Ben to the call because he's at work right now, and we knew that it would be happening this Friday, and there was no way that he could switch things around with work. So he said, why don't we just do a conference call together so that I don't have to miss it. I don't even know why I'm crying. I think it's just because I love our cardiologist so much, and anybody that puts so much love and care into your child, you just, I don't know, you just love them. And so she's always just been so loving and caring and amazing with Eva. She's just always taken her time with us. We've never felt rushed with her. She's always just been so amazing to us and to our family. I missed the first part of the phone call because I couldn't find my camera battery. But the first part of her message was actually the best part. She said that Eva's heart is perfect. She said that her heart is perfect. There's absolutely no leakage anywhere. There's nothing wrong. And she said She's a miracle baby. When she said that, the hairs on my arms stood up. She's never actually said that to us before. And she said that there are some children that have the same size holes that Eva had, the same exact issues that Eva had. And they require 3 to 4 surgeries to fix theirs. And she said that it's amazing that Eva's surgery went perfectly and everything was fixed perfectly. We just couldn't be more thankful, and we're so grateful, and it makes me emotional thinking about all the people that prayed for us and prayed for her, and all the messages we received when she went into surgery, and we literally just prayed for those hours that she was back there. So I wish that I would have been able to record that, but that was really just so special to hear her say that everything is perfect. And as you guys heard too, she talked about, you know, her bone and what she recommends doing with that. And so I'm just so happy that we're all on the same page with that. And going forward, I feel a lot more at peace, knowing that she thinks that we should just leave it be. Everything looks great. There's no reason to touch it. So I think that's just what we're gonna do. That really scared me to have to put her through another surgery, especially if it's not necessary. And as she said, everything is like perfect with her heart. She would never wanna mess with that and risk putting any pressure or anything on her heart. So, oh my goodness, huge weight lifted, and I'm just like so grateful, thankful, emotional, just all the feelings right now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Things like this are always bittersweet. The fact that we're parents right now that are receiving good news. I know that there's so many parents out there that are receiving hard news, and really difficult news. And so I'm always sensitive to that I know that there are plenty of people out there who are hurting and have to watch their kids go through such really hard, difficult things, and you can't fix it. You can't help them. I just want to let you know that if you are one of those families, I think of you and I pray for you. So I'm so relieved with how this phone call went. I'm so happy. I'm gonna text Ben here in a second and see how he's feeling. I might call him quickly. I was kind of holding my breath all morning until 10 o'clock waiting for this phone call. So yeah, couldn't be happier. Did you hear that? Your heart is happy. Are you so happy? You just want to eat. That's all you care about. You just care about food, huh? I love you. Use some food now. I know your show is off. We had to keep her entertained for that long phone call. We needed no interruptions. So the tablet it was for the time being. There you go. You're gonna watch a little bit of that. The boys are having tablet time. That is how it has been this morning, and that is just fine.
Mama,
yes?
can I play some video games on the TV?
You know what? Did you brush your teeth and eat something first? Why don't you eat something first, and then you can play some video games, and then we're gonna go outside, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Later that same evening.
I don't wanna cry anymore today. We're not gonna do that, are we?
Did you cry today?
I cried so much today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the phone call.
Oh. I was close to it. I was getting emotional. But yeah.
Yeah. So, how do you think the day went today?
Good.
Good,
Very
huh?
good. Yeah. I think it was the best news possible.
Recap from the phone call this morning. She mainly talked about Eva's bone, like her sternum bone, which is what we wanted her to address anyways.
Yeah,
Or
as long
whatever,
as it's
right?
only cosmetic and doesn't affect the organ.
She doesn't want to touch it,
Yeah.
which I'm happy about. I'm happy we're all on the same page with that, because I would not want to put her through another surgery if it wasn't 100% necessary. So, and she said the same thing. She's like, would you really want her to go through another post-op for what? Like, there's really no purpose for it. She was also saying that if they were to do surgery again, they would have to break that bone and then try to flatten it, and which would end up more or less like squishing her heart a little bit, or maybe putting some pressure on her heart. And she said that since everything is working so perfect, like could not be more perfect right now, it's not worth risking that something could happen. Or she said that oftentimes too, if you know, a child has multiple surgeries, like it's possible that they could get like an infection, like in the incision or elsewhere, and then her scar could be worse, or there could just be more problems after. And she's like, we don't want to touch it if her heart is functioning perfectly. There's really no point. And then what if you do it to try to make it look better, but then it ends up looking worse after, or you end up screwing up her heart somehow, right? Like that's what she was explaining to
they're
us,
just like always risks with a surgery, from infection to
yeah.
It putting pressure on the heart or any other organs that could affect it. And right now the heart is just like, yeah, it's going so well. Everything is as it should be. She said, yeah, that Eva's kind of like a miracle baby, because it could have taken 2 or 3 surgeries to get everything done, and she has lots of patients where that's the case. And just talking about all the surgery stuff, and just hearing her voice was like, I don't know, brought me back to
me too.
to the surgery time and pre-surgery time. And
that's why I feel like we have this connection to her, because she was the first person that we saw whenever we were getting ready to be discharged from the hospital, and you know, they wanted to check everything and make sure that everything was okay before they let us go. When they discovered her heart defect and everything, she was one of the first people that came into the room and explained everything to us. Like, she had her notebook, she drew us a picture of the heart and where Eva's holes were. She described everything. She was just so loving, so caring. She took her time with us. Like, we never ever felt rushed with her. She allowed us to ask questions. Like, she just gave us all of her time and her attention, and I really appreciated that, because not all doctors are like that. Just having those memories of her and then hearing her voice on the phone was really, really cool and emotional. She's doing really good.
yeah,
I'm so happy with how today went. I was in such a good mood today, and I think that that's why. Like, our day started off with the phone call, and it was like amazing news. So how can you not be in a good mood, you know?
yeah.
Anyways, that's an update for you. We got the kids to bed and we're ready to go to bed too.
Yes. Yeah.
So tired.
And it's gonna be a busy weekend, so
Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for today. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our next one.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.